Say, shout out to my niggas G, man. Shout out to my cousin G, man. I love all y'all niggas. Hey, when it's all said and done, I don't wanna hear shit from no nigga that claim that he tryna prevent it. Boy, I came from no trenches, niggas get evicted. Yeah, I came from no trenches, so I know I'm getting. Put some bullets up in his body like he fit. Niggas don't fight fair, so I clutch on that sin. Boy, it really get wicked like we in it bit with a 50. You know how I get on the mission. Don't give me no pill, cause I really gon' drill for real. I'm really gon' kill for real. Claim that you a stepper, but you do not step for real. You a bitch, so you walkin' them hills. For the bottom of the coast, I done came from that field for real. You ain't hear about niggas getting killed. You'll either die by the police or the ops. It don't matter, cause them niggas ready to pop. Got drug dealers on my phone talking about shots. Just don't know we finessing them drugs at the top. When I speak on the top, I mean the stone ain't pop. Cause you know that my daddy, he was on that block. Just had a whole toe on my motherfucking arm. Remember days I was hiding that weed from my mom. Cause I know she gon' kill me, and she found out her baby boy was trapping just like his damn pops. Damn, she told me be better than that, but a nigga gon' swerve off up in his cat. You already know my niggas hop out with that gat. We don't fuck with them whoopties, so we drop the hat. Spin it back with that brat, tryna get your ass whacked. Plus I need a new nigga to smoke on, so you be that pat. I be naming them dead niggas when I roll on the thrash. Hey, wait.
Nah, baby. Hey. Hey. Hey.
In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger
Had better know the truth, but wrong for right.
Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon
This nigga shit right here.
any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're behind,
Cause that's where the Rangers gonna be.
You gotta have a shotgun with that one. they didn't make them type of guns back then.
Welcome, man. RealakaTruth show, man. What up, man? What up, man? What up, man? You know who it is, man. I ain't gonna introduce myself.
Nigga podcast.
And it's your boy T.Y.
What up, man? We all recorded at almost midnight, goddamn it, because we been out here. Well, I've been out here working.
Oh boy, he been working.
Dedication at its
Dedication at its finest, man.
finest.
Y'all better thank me for this shit, man. Damn it. Where do we want to get started at, man? Where we gonna get started at?
Boy, there's a bunch of places.
There's a bunch of shit
at.
to talk about.
Boy, this week right here has been piled up with some shit.
Wow.
You wanna start with politics?
Yeah, we start with politics and shit. This is the
What you say
craziest
Trump
shit.
was doing? He was like banning the Haitians, the immigrations,
Over 500 million.
the
No.
Muslim nations.
What about him canceling the Department of
The
Education?
education.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean? He giving that shit to the states.
What does that mean?
He taking the federal government money out of the school systems.
And doing what with it?
Giving it to the fucking states.
He said
to
the
handle
states
it.
are going
To
to have to
do
deal
what?
with it.
Want you to fund the shit.
To fund education, fund the schools.
This dude is dismantling the Department of Education. bro.
He's taking money from the country to give to the states. The states are a part of the country. I don't get it.
No.
You heard that wrong, buddy.
The federal government helps to fund education.
That's right.
And he's making where they're not going to do
They're
that no
not
more.
going to do it no more.
They got to pay in for themselves.
The
you know?
states are going to be responsible now.
I mean, it can't be no worse than what it already is. You go to these rinky-dink fucking high schools, man. They're not gonna get no better. They still using chairs from the 1970s.
I wonder
My
this.
mama initials was in my chair.
Oh, now that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
I ain't lying.
But that's a problem, though. There's something to say, though, because, like, some states have more money than other states.
Now I was just about to say.
So,
I was just about to say. I don't know if this is gonna be a bad thing for down here,
yeah.
especially in this state.
Yeah, this state probably won't be affected by that, for real.
Right.
No, Alabama or California, like big states like that, like whatever. We all
Now,
feel good.
if he is not taxing these like casinos and stuff to put money towards that,
Thought they could be
which I
taxed
think
'cause
they
they own
already
water.
do.
I thought they own water. I thought the rules were different.
Who on water?
The casinos.
How many?
However many of them is.
So do you count across the street from the water, or
It
you
doesn't matter.
counting?
If you're on the water, you're on the water.
The casino at Atmore, it's not.
That's not on water.
Yeah, it's not on water.
I don't know, but I know like the IP and that shit's on water.
But the Treasure Bay is not.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Island View is not.
I ain't speaking for them. I'm saying, what about?
It's a host of them.
But I'm asking, the ones on water rules are different. They ain't got to tax that. Do it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We about to see.
We about to see how
a
all this
casino
about to
on
go.
water is like it's its own country, pretty much.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to figure out where is Trump head at and the Republicans that's okay in this shit that he doing. I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Oh,
his justification for it was our country has like the lowest test scores of everybody. So it's like, well, what is this department doing if everybody's so stupid?
yeah.
So I mean, I can see the on numbers when it comes to numbers, I can see the justification for it, but it's like, what's the solution though? How is this gonna help it be better? I guess that's what I don't get. And then he said all the student loans and stuff. The SBA is gonna have to take care of the Small Business Administration. They gonna have to deal with all the student loans and stuff. But then I just read coming back over here that they just laid off like I think 20% of their employees.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, so they're downsizing.
In the school system.
And so it's like I don't see how. I don't know what the plan is. I mean, I guess it's gonna save the country money, but it's like, I guess what about the students? What's gonna happen to the schools? I don't know. Like I just don't see the logic.
Everything that he is doing feel like is making more enemies than bringing a solution.
It's cutting costs, so I guess when it comes to that, he's saving money. I mean, he's doing that.
But where is?
But I don't know. I don't know the thinking, but I don't know.
the federal workers? You sending the immigrants out of here ASAP.
It's a good thing and a bad thing.
At the same time,
I'm not mad at. Once again, I get the thinking behind it, but it's like some people they're not bad people. They've been living here, having a good life. So it's like,
well, I was looking at it from the aspect of they take away opportunities. They'll come over here and do a $40 an hour job for $15 an hour.
Yeah. I've never really been mad at that because it's like when you have I always say there should not be no such thing as homeless people in this country.
yeah.
It's like homeless people here is people who can't live a good life, who got veterans who live bad.
Yep.
And I see a lot of it because I work with the VA, so I see a lot of veterans who live bad. So
Man,
I'm not mad at that.
For all the billionaires, like the multi-billionaires, each put in $100 million to go towards homelessness.
Oh yeah, they'll be
Think of the progression that could be made.
Yeah. If they would do that.
Yeah.
Just as easy as
But they're
them
not gonna do it.
sending $400 billion to another country.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Sheesh.
I don't know, but I did see what someone said they were going to donate $1.something trillion to the United States for tech and things like that. I think it's some foreign guy. I forget the name.
Yeah.
But I just read that. So he's getting money. He's cutting costs, but I guess you got the collateral damage of I don't know how that's going to be. It's like it's people suffering, but I don't know, man. He's only been in there it ain't been a whole month yet or a month and a half. So
And he using that pen like a weapon.
oh yeah, he doing it.
Man, how can a smoke alarm tell you that it's finna die and that motherfucker can beep for another 3 or 4 years?
That's a fact.
Why I can't use that 3 or 4 years worth of energy
To
just keep running normal?
yeah, to keep running. Yeah,
That's fucking stupid.
yeah. I know, right?
Smoke alarms, they got contracts with these battery companies. That's what it is.
I wouldn't even doubt that, bro.
Hey, we'll make it where our shit starts beeping in the first week if y'all cut us in. Do ourselves. What's the bunny one? energized.
Yeah, and
Everything's money tied, except for pussy. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Pussy runs the world.
I say money then pussy. But
Nah, it's all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. What was y'all arguing last
More
night about
promises.
that?
People love promises more than guarantees, man. That's crazy, ain't it?
That's a fact.
And pussy can make more promises than money can. Money can only make guarantees. Money can't make promises. Pussy can make promises.
What kind of promise can pussy make? That you a nut?
Shit, whatever you wanted to make. Shit.
It can make you feel a fantasy. But and what's the use of fantasy?
Does it feel good to spend money? Does it feel good to have money? I ain't even trying to compare no more. I'm just asking, like,
Yeah, it feels good.
which
With-
one? Have or spend?
To me, it feels good just to have it. To
Okay.
know that if I need it, I got it.
Right?
I ain't necessarily got to spend it, but if I need it, I have it.
All right.
It just feels good to have it.
Okay, if it feels good to have it, what's the point of having it if you'd rather have it than spend it?
It's like insurance. It's like when you don't need it until you need it, but you glad you got it when you need it. You know what I'm saying? It seems useless, but when you got it and something happens, oh goddamn!
Yeah, but
Thank
at
God
the
for
same
that
time,
insurance.
all right, you take somebody that got $300,000 in the bank. They love to have money. They love to have money. It feel better to have money than it does to spend money. But something happens and they're no longer without a vehicle, so they need a car. Why would it make them sick to buy something that they need? They spend $30,000. I mean, I just spent $30,000 on a car. I'm sick. I won't get it.
I mean, it's depending on their lifestyle, man. I don't know.
True.
It's like, I mean, you don't. If you never had pussy, you wouldn't care about it if you never had it.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I wasn't even comparing right then. I'll get back to that in a minute. But I was just literally just wondering, like, if it feels better to have it, and you only want it in case you need to buy something, but when it comes time for you to buy what you need, you get sick because you bought what you needed. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's one of them things. I guess maybe it's the price of what you need. Maybe that's what's irritating. You need something that costs a lot, and you don't want to spend the money on it, even though you need it.
Oh, don't worry. Stuff gonna cost a lot.
I saw Donald Trump the other day. He tweeted about eggs is down by a lot. I was like, no, they're not. The exact same price.
Why is
nigga.
there such thing as a monopoly? That law shouldn't never exist.
I don't know what Trump trying to prove or how or what he is thinking. But he about to make it way rougher than it should be.
Why does
For
gas?
people who can't afford to.
Yeah. Why does gas cost more during spring break, Christmas break, and summertime?
The same reason why stuff at Walmart, the mall,
Why does
all
they,
that. It's a money. It's a.
but
this,
why at those particular times?
This
does it
country
cost
is a
more?
business, man.
But why? Why you think it costs more?
Why you think it or it don't cost more in other times?
I'm asking you, why do you think?
Because you
I don't even think you remember the question.
oh, I heard what you said. Why does it cost more in those seasons than it does the other one?
Yeah,
This country is a company. It's a business.
but what's the main reason? Why does it cost more?
What are you money in them folks' pockets?
Okay, but
What
why
other
not?
kind of reason?
Why not charge more at this time versus that time?
What's the reason too? If you don't have a marketing plan,
what he's getting
I
at
know
is
what I'm saying.
what he's getting at is during like the winter time, people are traveling. Christmas time, they're traveling. So of course they're
Spring
going
break,
they're going to
they're
have to have
traveling.
They're
gas.
gonna spend money on everything.
Just like why does a hoodie cost $8 at Walmart in the summertime and the motherfucker costs $30 during the wintertime?
Who's buying it then?
No, we say
I know what he's saying. Who's buying that shit in the summertime?
But I'm saying
Smart people.
there should be a law against that. If you're going to charge $8 for it in June, you should not be allowed to charge more than $8 in it in December.
it should be a thing against that though. Like nigga, it'd be the same all year round.
If you're
nigga.
going to charge $30 for it in December, charge $30 for the motherfucker in June.
So what is capitalism?
But I get what you're saying too. It's
Monopoly.
like,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying too. It's our
it's
business.
cut and dry.
Yeah, like what the?
It's our business.
There is no other explanation than that.
Do you consider yourself a Democrat or a Republican?
I really don't even know.
Neutral. Ain't that a word?
Yeah.
Is that the word? If you're neither?
You just say you neither.
Neither?
Like I don't consider myself.
I thought there was like a
Either one of
specific
them.
word for it. I'm finna look that up.
Liberal.
That's the word for it. Liberal?
Nah.
I don't think that's
If
it.
you either one,
As I get older, I'm starting to have more political conversations with people. Like
it's weird.
whenever we all have discussions on this podcast about political stuff, I notice like it gets a lot of like attention.
It does.
So
Oh,
it's
I be
called,
seeing the comments.
Yeah.
There be some salty people in them too.
Yeah.
so it's called no party preference.
Yeah.
If you're neither, that's the word. No party preference.
Yeah. Now, granted, I voted more Democrat throughout my life because just what black people we just kind of taught to do that.
And because Obama was a Democrat, if Obama was a Republican, a lot of more black people would be Republican.
Yeah.
That's our age.
Yeah. You right.
If I'm not mistaken, I seen a Sambo comment in there.
Oh, really? I ain't see that one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm like, what the?
I don't consider myself neither, but one thing I say about Republicans, well, I ain't even gonna say Republicans, just Trump supporters. They cannot be biased about Trump. They can't do it.
I don't know who that was trying to come at you about Trump and like that debate. Like they must not have been watching the same one we were watching.
That's what I be wondering, bro. It's like,
What kind of brilliance do you get out of that shit?
no, that's what I be saying during like political times. It's like, what do y'all? It's like the whole world is seeing two completely different things.
They gotta be.
It's like I don't get how y'all see this and I see this, and I don't get it. It's like we be watching two different things. Like
I think they just was raised like that to latch on to a picture of what they want.
it's
You see
weird,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Like you can't say nothing about this great white man.
Yeah, you can't say nothing bad about Trump, like nothing. I be like, man,
He's the great white hope, not the great white man.
I'm trying to figure out what do they hear that
I just put a bunch of words together and
I'm like,
it ain't. It's just that they can't be biased. It's like you cannot agree with everything Trump does. He can't do everything right. I don't think no politician does everything right.
and I'm not bashing this man. Period.
I'm not bashing him either.
you know how some politicians, they can say a full sentence and you ain't understand a motherfucking thing they said. They don't use none of the vocabulary you use on a day-to-day basis in that whole sentence. But Trump, he says half of what you can understand, and he uses words that you use on your day-to-day.
He's
and,
relatable.
and it resonates.
It does.
Even though you never in a million years would have thought you felt that way about something, he can make you feel like, oh, I wanna watch this. You know, I want to feel smart today. I'm gonna watch CNN. And when he comes on there and he talks using the same vocabulary you use, and you 25% understand what he says instead of 0% like most politicians,
What?
He feels like
Wonderful, incredible, very fast.
No, just it's like
Like-
he's not politically correct. He just saying shit what it is. Like
Yeah.
he just simple with it.
I get it. Like but
I think this is Democrats' problem that they be trying to talk about all these stats and all this shit. Like, bro, don't tell me that shit. I don't care.
because I don't.
he's a clickbaiter.
Yeah, like if you ask Trump a question, he gonna give you a very direct answer.
And what I mean by
Like just simple and direct.
clickbaiting, for example, he said one of the first things he does when he gets voted into office, he's going to release the JFK files from the CIA, FBI. He did that, but
For what though?
but still 80% of the files were still blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
But he still gets to say he released the files,
Yeah.
even though
What
you know
was
what
the
I'm saying.
what was the
It's like
reason?
clickbait. You know what I'm saying? It's like
What-
political clickbait is what I call it.
What was the reason for it though? For what? So that we can
Because people
see
still,
that the
I
government
guess
is
people still feel a way about the whole issue.
it's not even that. It's just, what's the word? I was just finna say it for you. Says, conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
That's something that people still talk about to this day.
Yeah, so he's like, here's the
My
information.
kid,
There's one thing he's doing, he's making people think he's doing, he's being transparent. That's like when he had the camera in the room when what's the president name that was over here?
Putin.
No, not
Oh, the
Putin.
one from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Zelensky.
Zelensky, yeah. When he was in the room with him, when they was having a little conversation, Trump had it, he ended up throwing him out or whatever. That's what they say. He's so transparent. It's like, this nigga ain't transparent. He lets you see what he wants you to see. And like, I wasn't too mad at the way he dealt with the situation. It's like Trump is America first. I would say that he's America first.
Yeah.
His version of America, anyway.
And you know what? I mean, I understood that. Like, he right. You should be thankful and grateful.
Mm-hmm.
While you sitting up in here in our
Yeah.
country,
Yeah. And we helping you, so yes, you need to be.
Yeah.
I get it.
I got that too.
Yeah. But I mean, I can see why. I know a lot of people saying they feel like Trump was bullying him, but I get why people felt that way. But I can see both sides of it.
Trump
Yeah.
is a weatherman.
Huh?
Trump is like a weatherman.
And what you mean by that?
Because if the weatherman tells you there's a 20% chance it's going to rain tomorrow, and it rains, I told you 20% it was going to rain. And if it don't rain, I told
I
you.
see it was only 20%.
It's only 20%.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The weatherman's never wrong.
Very,
dude.
very accurate.
Yep.
And this is the Democrats' problem. I was listening to Roland Martin today. This is a perfect example of the Democrats' issue.
Ain't no strength.
That and they be trying to be so factual and precise.
Colloquial.
So
Colloquial.
y'all remember on Election Light, right? When they were showing the results of every state, and you saw a bunch of red on the TV. We all see that Trump is beating the hell out of Kamala Harris. There's a bunch of red in every state. And Roland Martin was talking about Kamala, she didn't lose that bad. She only lost about this such and such percent in every state.
Kalamaya.
Kamala.
I play with that name all the time.
Kalamaya.
Kamala.
But anyway, his point was Trump is lying about him smashing her because she didn't lose that bad. But I'm like, well, he don't get this, bro. All we did at the TV, we saw a bunch of red. That means she got her ass beat.
Yeah.
I don't care if she lost every state by 1 point. At the end of the day, it was a bunch of red on TV, so she got her ass beat. Y'all trying to be so precise and talking about the numbers. Nigga, we saw red on TV. She got her ass beat. She lost.
If you live in a red state, but you want to vote Democrat, by you living in a red state, does that make you feel like, ain't no need for me to vote? I live in a red state. My vote ain't gonna matter.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people feel like that. That's why.
But if those people would say, fuck it, even though I live in a red state and I want to vote blue, I'ma still go vote.
Yeah.
Outcome would be different.
No, because you got to go vote in those elections where the states matter.
You can't vote outside
Congress.
your state, though.
What you mean?
I can't go to California and vote.
Well, they gotta go. You gotta go where you live.
No, that's what I'm
It
saying.
makes a
That's what
difference.
he's saying. It's like this is a red state. I will go vote, but if I don't vote, I don't feel bad about it because I'm like this. The president's gonna win this state, so I don't feel bad if I don't
People
vote.
make the biggest mistakes by going and voting at those big elections and not the small ones.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where it counts.
Yep.
Yeah, it mostly counts in the.
You
the
fill
local
that
elections.
house up, you got the house.
Your state senator, your
Oh,
your
no.
Congress, your local
Congressman,
congressman,
That's right.
things like that.
governor. Yeah, those votes matter more than the president.
I went back and, kind of studied the judicial, executive, and legislative. The legislative is the strongest.
Trump saying fuck both of them right now.
Mm-hmm.
They just saying fuck both of y'all. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Yep. That legislative is where it counts. They make the laws, they break the laws, and they'll break your ass.
That's another thing I give Trump credit for is that he will say, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for my people. I don't give a fuck what they say. I think this is why the Democrats are losing power because it's like they not willing to go that far for their base. Trump is. I'm
Yep.
gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do for my base. I don't give a fuck what y'all
He's a
say.
publicity stunt man too.
I seen
What do you mean I don't like black people? Kanye's one of my best friends.
They gonna give a fuck about no Kanye.
I seen something this guy was saying. I wonder who sent me that. You did.
Boy,
Or Jason, one of them.
probably
It was like, well, instead of saying, I would die for this, I would kill for this. That guy said some shit. He said black people.
Are you talking about
You don't say it all the time.
you're not talking about the guy who got kicked out the Al Green? You talking about him?
I think so, but
Yeah.
People speaking the truth. Those the ones get end up killed.
That's a fact.
They ain't gonna shut up nobody that's telling lies.
Yep.
That's what's his name? The conspiracy theorist, what's it doing now?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, yeah. Yeah, if he start telling some truth, they start hit somebody, oh yeah, they gonna say, we got
Oh yeah, one of his
up
workers got killed.
Oh, for real?
Yep. Pretty sure it's gonna be some shit behind that. They say it was a break-in. Somebody tried to break into his car. But you know how conspiracy theorist Alex Jones is. Oh, it was a pretend to break in just so they could kill him.
You know what? Because he just say so much wild shit, he could probably tell a bunch of truths, but it's like, ain't nobody going to believe him. They don't keep going. They don't give a damn about him. Because he just says so much.
I'm curious to see what the next year is going to look like.
Yeah, that's scary, bro. Because like a whole
Yeah,
lot
I'll
can
say
change
next
in 4
2 years.
years. A whole lot can change in 4 years. So this country may be ass backwards.
Dude, I don't mean to get off of,
You got to peel the labels back in the first year.
hey, check this out. I don't mean to get off the subject, but I had a dream, bro.
That one day white people and black people.
No,
That was good.
no, listen.
That was good.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, listen. I was on, listen, I was on a TV show.
That was classic, bro.
And
Ooh, a piece of
That was
candy.
funny.
listen though, I was on a TV show and I was going back in time. This
White
me.
people and black people were teaming up together.
We was in a bank and they was
Who was at the bank?
me and some other black actors
Black actors.
Some other black actors? When did you become a black actor?
I know, right? What the hell's going on?
Just listen to the fucking story.
I'm just saying.
So
You should say you and some
You and-
no, let
black
me
actors, not you and
let
some
me-
other.
me and some other black actors.
Okay, there.
Because
you
I
actor.
was an actor
Okay, then, my
in the
G.
dream.
Okay, to be, huh?
So I'm looking at this one of the ladies that's walking by in the bank, and I was like, damn, you are so pretty. And mind you, they had on like clothes in the 70s and stuff. And I don't know what I had on because I didn't look at myself. But I
Oh, they
was
didn't have clothes in no other decades?
listen, I was like, because I noticed how they was dressed, and I said, what year is this? And then
What
they was
year is
like
this?
1970. And I made a mistake out of my mouth and said, dang, I wasn't even born yet. So they just looked at me. And the lady was like, what do you mean?
Oh, they took you straight to the basement of the White House, huh?
They hung your ass.
We got to kill this
There
time
wasn't any
traveler.
white people in there. Anyway. So she was like, so what year you was born? And I was like, 77. And everybody looked at me, and I was like, I started to sing a Lil Boosie song, The Ratchet. And they was looking at me crazy. At that moment, I got nauseated. I had to walk out of there, and I woke up. I was like, what the fuck?
That's a weird dream, my G.
I got nauseated.
It was there,
Like
any,
showing them
The rat.
the ratchet dance and stuff like that.
was there any point to this dream, to what you was getting to, or
I
you just
have
wanted
no-
to tell us?
I
that you
just wanted to say it.
had- Okay.
But it was a weird dream.
Yes, it's a very weird dream, my G. Well, question: were any of the actors in the dream were people that we know?
No.
Okay, just how did you know they were actors?
Because they was shooting with the camera and stuff.
Also, you were probably in a scene,
In a scene with them.
and maybe
Just maybe.
you broke character. Maybe that's why everybody was looking at you like he fucking up the scene right now.
I was like, I damn near threw up walking out of there. For real, because the moment they saw me and rapping, everybody's attention just turned to me and like,
Cause you fucking up the scene, my G.
what is going on here? And like they was trying to follow me and ask questions about the future. And I just got out of there. I woke up.
It's interesting. Okay. Think you had any crazy dreams?
Nah, not particularly, lady.
I got a question. Y'all both got kids. That's just what I've heard before. When y'all girl was pregnant with y'all kids, did y'all feel her sickness? Cause they always say that when your girl's pregnant, when she's sick, you're gonna get sick too. Y'all ever felt that?
But
I don't think so.
I lost my leg in September of 2021, and ever since then, I wake up every day nauseated. So, nah.
Damn.
I don't know what it is.
That's what I was about to say. They don't know what it is.
I think they just chalk it up to used to waking up seeing two legs, and wake up seeing one. It don't look right, so you get kind of queasy.
Kind of mentally
Yeah.
fuck with you.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. Or maybe just because like your body's deficient in a way.
The blood, your blood ain't circulating down like it always has been, and
It's going a different direction now.
I kind of see that.
Yeah. That could be it too.
Yeah.
I know somebody else that's probably nauseated right now. Yellow Beezy.
I knew that's where you were going.
And Big U.
No, so we was watching something earlier, and The dude, somebody was saying he need to go ahead and do them the little 50 years, man. He'll be
Oh,
all right.
them little quick 50 years.
Quick 50 years.
He over 50 now.
He said quick 50
He
years.
said a quick 50 years. I was like, nigga, you know how long 50 years is?
I bet you that dude from California said that.
No, where
Because
you
they
from?
so used to that type of living among the community. Prison.
Man, that's crazy. Ain't nothing about 50 quick.
Ain't nothing about jail normal.
If they look into rap lyrics to try to tie them in with murders, they look in with social media posts, try to tie them in with murders and shit, but more or less rap lyrics. XX Tentacion said,
Tentacion.
if I get killed, it'll be because of Drake.
He said that?
Yeah, and he ended up getting killed. Why they didn't never look into Drake like that?
That's interesting.
Because
If somebody can rap
sure
about-
had some questionable lyrics in a song
Nah,
after he died.
he did a little quick video. He's like, if I get killed, it'll be by Drake. But
It's like
you
Tupac
let-
would say, Suge shot me.
you let somebody make a song that says, I hired this one, who hired that one, who got his cousin's baby mama's uncle to kill such and such rapper. If somebody made that lyric in a song, they'd lock his ass up, right?
Yeah.
Why they didn't lock Drake's ass up? Just for 24 hours. You know, you can hold somebody for 72 hours while you do an investigation. Why not lock Drake's ass up for those 24 to 72 hours?
There's a bunch of
Till they do
country,
they
He's Jewish. He's
country
Canadian.
singers and there's a bunch of country singers and rock and roll singers should be locked up too then.
Drake generates money for the country. That's why.
I'm sure it's a big. I mean, if that were true, I mean, that's a big. I would go to that. Like, then he's Canadian. He's Jewish. Y'all better leave him. Y'all better leave him alone. We gonna protect him.
Man.
Rappers said they need to just shut the fuck up.
What's it called?
Shut up, nigga.
Canada ain't got no president. What's they shit called? Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Something like
Why
that.
ain't right? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I could send you the
Trump
right
signed
quick.
put an order for a 25% tariff against them. And they like, what do you mean? We've been by y'all side for
Yeah, I think that's supposed
like, what
to.
the
It's only supposed to be up to the. Is it April 4th or 5th that it's supposed to go into effect? If they don't come to, I guess, to an agreement or somebody.
man, what is he trying to do?
I think I see what he's trying to do. I just don't know if it's gonna work.
Because it is a lot of countries that's making a lot of money off this country
Oh yeah.
and not paying no taxes.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And that's the biggest thing with him, I believe, with the immigrants as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, I think I see what he's trying to do. I just don't know. It's like he's gambling. He's gambling with the country, and I don't know.
It's the wrong time
yeah,
to be gambling
yeah. This like
with
because you gambling,
our well-being.
you gambling with people's lives,
Yeah.
essentially. So
Is there a specific graveyard for presidents?
that's a good question.
With like round the clock security?
It's a good question.
Because you know people will still try to fuck with their dead bodies. Like, you know, if I couldn't kill you while you're alive, I'm gonna chop your dead body's head off. You motherfucker, you.
It probably is, though. I'm sure it is. I would imagine it would be.
Or even just steal their body and hold it for ransom. We got the president.
Only you need.
We got the president.
Yeah, I would think of something like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it is an interesting
We
question,
want
though.
500 million for his remains.
I'm like, all right, then. Keep it.
Who in the hell gonna be able to stomach holding the dead body?
Shit, if they 500 million behind it, more than you would think.
Yeah. I was about something yesterday. I think it was Joe Budden. They was talking about this girl that goes around and she cleans people's graveyards and puts it on TikTok. She just cleans graves.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but their part was, is she really doing that the good of her heart? Because why is she broadcasting it? It's a weird thing
Yeah,
to do.
I hate when people volunteer, but they brag about they
I know,
volunteer it. What's the word I'm looking for? Voluntary.
They get some.
Voluntary.
They get Samaritan.
You know,
Samaritaness.
bro, everything is content today, bro. Everything. Don't nobody want to keep nothing private. Nothing.
Oh no, I was watching some shit about. It says a famous person walked past a homeless person asking for $20. Zoop, don't pay him no mind. Famous person walked past homeless person, but cameras are rolling, asking for $20. Here's $1,000. You know, it's different when the camera on and the camera off.
Yeah, man.
Notoriety.
Yeah, man. That camera, bro. It people always pose for the camera,
Yeah,
man.
people different.
It's different. People always say they the same as they are off camera. Then you all know you're not.
Nah, there are two types of people in this world: the way you are on camera and the way you are off camera.
Cause think about this. You ever think about how, like, somebody walked in right now and just pulled out a camera, where everybody automatically poses when the camera comes out. Automatically, it's like almost like it's just a natural reaction to pose when there's a camera rolling. Everybody try to put on their best face, best whatever.
They do this, no trust, not on their face.
All that.
Get the crust out their eyes and shit.
Just an automatic reaction to seeing the camera. You finna pose.
Some people so weary of the camera, they think smell come behind it. They got to have a shower and got to spray cologne on to be on camera. Never seen no shit like that before in my life. That's wild.
That's scary. That's scary. People's reaction to cameras like that. That's what we live in, though, bro.
All right, we finna get the YouTube video going. All right, let me spray some of this Versace on.
Smell-o-vision, nigga.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
It ain't that serious, my G. It ain't that serious.
Smell-o-vision.
Boy, just imagine if one day you live in a world where you can smell what you're seeing on TV. Porn will have a whole new meaning, wouldn't it?
I feel like I heard that that's coming somehow. I think I heard Apple trying to do something like that.
They getting out of control today.
Yeah.
You watching a porn, you smell some funky pussy just watching the motherfucker, bro.
Some people get a kick out of that, though. Gotta think about it. Some people pay OnlyFans just to see feet.
It's the promise, man. It's the promise. Because a bitch on OnlyFans can get $1,000 out of somebody before they even show a nipple. It's just the promise of that nipple pictures eventually coming.
You keep saying promise. I keep saying fantasy.
Well, you can fantasize and visualize.
Is it a fantasy?
You can't never deliver.
Is it
Promises
a fantasy
can be delivered.
I mean, if it's, I don't know, this is good. If you're finna get it, though, is it really a fantasy if you're finna get it?
You can fantasize about how it's gonna play out, but that's not really a fantasy. That's like a like a game plan.
Ain't that the stripper slogan?
Oh, that's what they do say.
Selling you a fantasy.
And that can only go so far.
But I'm talking about the person that's paying for it in their brain. Is it really a fantasy if I'm finna pay you for something, you're gonna give me what I pay for? Is it really a fantasy?
Nah, you can just game plan it out in your head or how you think it's gonna go.
That's I'm I was about to get deep, but I ain't gonna go there.
Oh yeah, you can. You can fantasize about, even though you're finna fuck Jane Doe, and you fantasize about bending her over backwards and twisting her sideways like a pretzel on the end of the couch between the wall. But then she can still hit you with the, nah, I want to do it in that position. You still fantasized about it, and it didn't happen, so that's just where it was a game plan. That was your game plan of how you wanted it to go.
You ever had a fantasy about fucking somebody and you actually fucked them and it was like terrible?
Yeah, because it didn't live up to what you pictured it to be.
Yeah.
If you go in thinking the pussy you finna get finna be horrible, like super duper horrible, it can only, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be, It'll be good, even though it's trash. It'll still be good because it wasn't as bad as what you thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying? If you think the pussy's gonna be a 10 out of 10, but it was only a 1 out of 10, but if you thought the pussy was gonna be a 0 out of 10, and it ended up being a 1 out of 10, you came up.
Like you ever want to hit somebody so bad, then when you got the chance, you couldn't even get hard?
Nah, because the ones I've ever wanted to hit that bad, I never got to hit. Never had that luxury. My life has been filled with a lack of luxuriousness.
I think I remember a couple times I got to hit somebody I always wanted to hit, and it was like, man, I can't. I think I was so excited it was terrible because I was just so excited about it.
If they was to make a documentary about me, that would be the title: Lack of Luxuriousness.
Yeah, I don't know though.
There's a difference between fun times and luxurious times.
You ready to have luxurious times and fun times?
Hell yeah.
Luxurious.
Fun times aren't beneficial. Luxury times are financially beneficial.
When I'm thinking luxurious time, I just think you like on a yacht somewhere, just chilling. When I think of luxurious times, it might not necessarily be fun. It's just a good time with money, or just something that's expensive.
Even that could be beneficial, Eric. You go out on a yacht like that, having a ball, taking pictures. You can pretend to be a yacht party planner, and then show people those pictures.
They be beneficial
and get money from them.
That's a fact.
To plan their next party on their yacht.
That's the definition of fake it till you make it.
Yep.
And sometimes faking to get you there. Just a perception of you having something to get you there. Because a lot of people they be broke in real life, but because they perceive to be rich or got money, they get attention. So yeah.
You go to a house opening where they finna sell $100,000 house. Wearing the clothes you got on now, the real estate agent might not think twice. Won't even look at you. But you come in that motherfucker with a Versace suit on, you'll probably be the first motherfucker she walk up to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember seeing
illusions, man.
I mentioned like when black people have to sell their house in certain neighborhoods, they have to take all their pictures and stuff down out the house. Because if they see that the house belonged to a black person, they don't want to pay a certain amount. They don't want to put the house on the market for this price because a black person lives there.
Right.
That's fucked up.
That's sad.
Didn't they make it a law now to where if a murder happened in the house, the real estate agents got to tell you?
They should tell you.
I think they made that a law now. Well, they got
real?
to now.
Well, they probably. Oh, well, how would you find out though?
Public information. That shit like that's public information.
Yeah, it should be public. Like you got a pedophile in your neighborhood, it's got to be public.
They make apps for that now.
But for pedophiles,
sex offenders.
The alerts be on your phone.
Well, I'm glad.
I've never had no alert.
Hey,
you got a sex offender living 10 miles from you now.
Yeah, I've never had that alert.
Nah, me.
That's a wild alert on your phone. We're here?
Yeah.
Real? That's wild. How far away is that?
It had to be over in that neighborhood.
That's crazy.
Yep. They give you the mileage and everything.
But they make apps to show where sex offenders live.
I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
I wonder how many. You know how they tell you how many downloads the app have? I wonder how many downloads you got. I feel like some people be post that just for fun.
Say if you're a sex offender, you're not supposed to be within 500 yards of a school, right? But and then there's a school right by the highway. I mean, right by the highway, 150 yards from the highway. That mean I can't go home if that's the only way. If I got to pass that high school to get home, that mean I can't go by there. How does that work?
I couldn't tell you, but
it might be something out there where it say you can't live You
Oh
cannot
yeah,
live here.
yeah, they do that. But I'm just saying, if I can't be, I'm not saying I can't live within. You can't be within 500 yards of a school. But to get to where you're going, you have to pass a school that's 150 yards from the highway. That means you can't go through that way.
It might do. Shit.
You get pulled over, and you get pulled over right in front of that school, and you're a sex offender that can't be 500 yards. That's fucked up if you charge them
right.
for, you know what I'm saying?
And that probably happened. They go right to jail.
Yep.
Yeah, that probably sure what happened. Did y'all see the Breakfast Club situation?
What happened?
Oh yeah, just
What happened?
hilarious and Lord, what's her name? Lord
Lauren LaRosa.
LaRosa, yeah,
What happened?
and DJ Envy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What
they got
happened?
heated.
Oh, so
I
know who
guess-
Just Hilarious is?
Oh yeah.
So
She gets them under.
I guess
She reminds me
feel
of
like
Tiffany Haddish.
that Lauren was
A
taking
less
over
funnier
her spot,
Tiffany Haddish.
and
Man, I'm gonna say that
I
everybody
thought
been
Just
thinking, bro.
Hilarious was supposed to be a fill-in, not no permanent.
No, Just Hilarious is a permanent chick. She was.
I'm just saying, even I still thought she's been a temporary permanent, if that makes any sense. I never thought she was a permanent.
Well, the reason why you probably think that because when almost as soon as she got hired, she had to go on maternity leave,
that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
and so the other Lauren LaRosa had to come in and fill in for her.
Who's her baby daddy?
I have no idea.
Still nobody knows,
A
but
white dude or a black dude?
I'm sure he's black.
yeah, but I the setup that they do have with all of them there, I like it.
Talking about with just two.
With just two, I hope they keep it.
I'm sure they will. Unless, just
Because-
leaves or whatever.
So there been 4 hosts.
Lord,
Here lately?
yeah,
It's been 4. But
Jess has been doing other.
She's job scared. She's scared she's gonna lose her job. So it got
That's
heated.
what it boiled
I
down
think
to.
she was scared she was.
That's what it boiled down to.
Because when she came back from maternity leave, they kept the other girl there.
Yeah,
Because she was so good at what she was doing.
Breakfast Club still come on.
revolt.
No, it come on BT. I know it did like a year.
I ain't watched BNT in so long. It's on Tubi though.
It come on Tubi Live.
I believe so. Mm-hmm. This thing about it though, man, Lauren LaRosa, I think.
So what did you just say? I didn't see it.
Well, she made a whole Facebook a live saying how she was frustrated.
She was ranting.
She was
What
ranting.
celebrity goes live on Facebook? Ain't it supposed to be like Instagram?
It might have been Instagram. I don't know.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
that was Instagram.
Well, anyway, she went live just basically saying she was frustrated. Then she went to work the next day then they had the conversation about it.
Yeah,
And
But she had to know, you know what I'm saying, that they were going to talk about it. That's probably why she did it.
yeah.
But anyway, continue.
Well, she was saying how she felt like Charlamagne, DJ Envy were not defending her when she came back because the comments have been saying what's going on.
and they ain't. They haven't said anything.
They haven't addressed it of why Lauren is still there. And a lot of the comments have been saying, this girl do this job better than you. Not that Jess does it bad, but she does it
Right.
better. I think she does it better.
But Envy said it best. Why are you paying attention to those fucking comments? That shit might be bots. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? If you thought that was going to happen, then just like he said, we could have had this conversation off the air.
You can't be a celebrity nowadays and not be able to take harsh comments. You
That's
can't
what he
take
was
harsh
saying.
comment.
Yeah,
Don't
they
even be a
told
You
her
celebrity.
like,
that.
why the fuck are you even paying attention to that shit?
Well, one thing she said was some of the comments she read, she agreed with it.
Mm.
So she's like, I'm gonna voice it. But I think it accountability needs to be said, bro. The girl good at your job, but she kind of does it better than you do. Cause there have been times.
Ain't no kinda.
Yeah, she does your job. There have been times where they've been doing an interview with a certain person and just don't say nothing because she don't know nothing about the person.
Exactly.
Every interview with Lauren, she know who the person is. She
Yeah.
gonna ask questions. She's
She
informed.
Googled
She know research. She did
everything.
all that.
Yeah.
Just don't do that
Yeah.
with certain people. She'll be completely quiet during
So
certain
I guess
interviews.
that's why she felt insecure as well.
And I think this part of the problem that I hate. That's why I say, like, when people say they're being criticized, they always want to say it's, hey, it's not always, hey, sometimes it's just a real criticism.
That's
baby.
right.
That girl does her job better than you. She just does.
Yeah.
She's not funnier than you. One thing I do like about Jess, she brings good comedic element to them all together.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not always the most informed.
There's no way you think she's cute.
Who, Jess?
On the right.
She's cute.
Nah.
She's cute.
Who, Lauren?
No, Jess.
Jess is cute to me.
Nah. No way. No way.
Now, I think Norman is
brother.
better than her. I think Norman is better than her. Norman the sexy little thing. I know he got a crush on her. Jess is cute though.
Yeah, she's seductive.
She got a nice body too.
Oh, she got her own podcast?
I ain't know she had a podcast. I know Jess, she had a podcast. I don't know if she still has it or not.
And Lauren come a long way.
Yeah, you know, she was working with TMZ.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that says why she's so well researched and everything.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna have it fixed now. I guess. I assume they all four just gonna be there now.
Yeah.
We're not getting off since he brought up Revolt. Wouldn't surprise me if 50 Cent was trying to figure out a way to get like the Breakfast Club and all that brought on his This Is 50 network some way, somehow.
I don't think he's thinking about
Yeah,
that
I'm
right
about
now.
to say that wouldn't make sense.
He's trying to build he's trying to get his studio up and
Yeah,
running. He ain't
that-
thinking about that.
That wouldn't make sense to me.
I mean, I think he would do it just as a
it
fuck
won't-
you to P. Diddy.
That'd be stupid because
Yeah.
it wouldn't fit to me.
But if
They are in that perfect position.
you would have never thought 50 would do some shit like after Irv died, smoking on hookah and saying, I'm smoking on Irv, got it.
To be honest, it did surprise me.
Well,
50 don't give a
yeah,
shit.
he
It
don't
might
care.
not surprise you, but you
But-
never would have thought he would have did it.
He later on said that he was just playing.
That nigga was serious. That nigga was serious.
Yeah,
bro.
we know that.
That shit
I
don't
get it
work
though.
with
I get it
everything.
though.
If I say fuck your mama, ha ha ha, I was just kidding. Nah,
It's fucked up, but
that
I
ha
get it
ha
though,
ha,
bro.
I'm just kidding. Shouldn't be able.
I understand why I finna do it, bro. If you try to kill me, it's fuck you forever. I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand.
And that's what I you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like, yeah, that was,
I understand it. It's fucked up, but I understand it.
yeah.
Yeah. If somebody tried to kill you, you probably not going out. If you find out they die, okay.
And he was all for it.
Yeah. They didn't like each other.
Yeah.
So everybody know they didn't like each other.
Because 50 was something that was fucking with their money.
Yeah, man, didn't nobody like 50 when he was coming up, bro. Didn't nobody like him.
So when Raising Cain, whatever it's called, Power Book of Cain, whatever, when it's over with, that's gonna be the last power.
I'm sure he gonna keep it going somehow. He'll keep it going. That's genius when he done deal with power and then kept it going like that.
That long.
Yeah, that's crazy how he did that. I don't know what else he going. Is the timing show coming back?
They need to get that 8 Mile show going.
That's what need to come back.
What 8 Mile
Thomas show.
timing show? Yeah, that's. I ain't heard nothing about that show no more. Is he still doing BMF? Is he really not gonna do it no more?
I seriously think he not.
I thought.
I think he done with it.
Oh, wow.
And if it come out, it'll surprise me.
Yeah.
Because that would have been perfect. Meech getting out,
Mm-hmm.
then he can come on
Yeah.
and be a part of the show
Mm-hmm.
and end that thing with a bang.
And I think, I'm sure it had things that happened the way they did. He probably had that plan to do it, like
Yeah.
but because
He
of what
did.
happened, I don't know.
But damn, 50 Cent is now involved in the development of a new Power prequel series called Power Origins, focusing on a young Ghost and a young Tommy. He is also working on 8 Mile TV series with Eminem. So Power Origins gonna be the next Power. Yeah,
Well, I
tell
thought
me
he
young
would
ghost.
I would thought he would have just have Ghost and them pop up in the Raising Canaan. Cause I know they gonna meet eventually in the show, I would think.
Yeah.
Eventually they gonna meet.
So Raising Canaan is a prequel.
Mm-hmm. It's when Canaan was a kid.
Oh,
coming
okay.
up.
Yeah.
You know, he taught Ghost in time how to
I've
do
never
everything.
watched none of the Power, so I didn't know.
I have not watched the whole original series of Power. I've seen a few seasons. I ain't watched the whole series yet.
I like how 50 did that though, because with Power going, Kanan in jail, and starting Power raising Kanan, him growing up, like you said, they got to meet somewhere.
Yeah, they go meet
So
eventually.
Canaan, that's the character 50 Cent played?
That's right,
Oh, okay.
and end up getting killed in Power.
See, I ain't know none of that.
The way he died in Power was trash too.
Yeah,
Like the character like
Spoiler
him.
alert. For the ones that ain't.
Man, if y'all already know Canaan died, y'all way behind.
some years.
I'm so far
Like almost a
behind, I
decade.
haven't even begun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why you never get into Power?
Just never did. By the time I even knew the show existed, it was done on Deep. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Season 2, 3, whatever.
I can't talk it. I get into everything after it's over with. I still ain't watch the whole Game of Thrones series.
shit in Tampa.
I ain't even started those either.
I binge watched like 5 seasons of that shit
Oh, what, Power?
every day after work.
Yeah, DVDs.
Nah, she had on demand,
Oh, okay.
some type of cable company down in Tampa or whatever.
Well, you're so old. I figured DVR didn't exist then, so that's why I said DVD.
It was like 2016, 2017. Yeah.
Oh, so she just logged in her information on the smart TV?
Oh, shit. Basically, I was staying over there with her
Oh, this wasn't at no hotel. That was her house.
at her apartment.
Oh, okay. I thought you said hotel. That's why I assumed Power DVD.
She lived over near Hillsboro, and I stayed like around the corner in a condo. I could have watched it at the condo, but shit.
You think
Food,
the only
folks, and
people that
fun.
buy DVDs still are people that collect DVDs?
Yeah. I think they would have to be at this point. Because,
I hope Shanika stopped.
what, buying DVDs?
Yeah, she will buy DVDs,
I mean,
Still.
there's a difference if you're buying them
dude. If I can
to
get
watch them or versus collecting them or both or just buying them, you know what I'm saying, to let them get fucked up and scratched up and shit like that.
I still
If you doing shit like that, nah, I don't buy them.
I still buy DVDs. Is like if it's a movie I really like, I still buy DVD. Just
Because
because.
one day when
Just
Skynet
'cause-
goes live and there ain't no internet, you gonna be needing them.
Yeah, I still like. I'll still buy CDs too, just to have it. Just because, like, you know, it's some music you can't even find on streaming.
yeah.
So I will buy a good CD if I see it.
I was watching some show, I can't remember what it was. It was about the apocalypse, end of the world. Is that another? And when he was going, when they was raiding people's houses for food and shit, he would get all the movies. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing they had to watch was movies. Wasn't no internet, no cable, no nothing, just movies.
hmm
What movie that was with? Is it Bash in the Past with the family lived underground?
Yeah.
It had like a whole.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Yeah, that shit was dope. My date, he had it knit underground, bro. I'm like, man, I do that. Even if the word wasn't.
I know, right? That seems peaceful, don't?
I know, right, bro? Be underground. Don't nobody know you there. You got everything down there. You don't need shit. That'd be dope. Ain't never got to come up.
But how did he make? I can't remember. Did he ever say how did he make power work down there for 30 years with no generator,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yeah,
no solar panel?
yeah. I want to watch the movie again just to see how he did all that.
Yeah.
And how did the food supply? They did a show about that because a can of soup it expires eventually after so
That's
long,
true.
and it had black shit in it.
Yeah. He had a lot of food down there too. Was they? How did they even afford all that? Was they rich? I don't even remember.
He was a scientist of some sort, wasn't he? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember they had a lot of food down there.
Yeah, I want to watch that again too.
I gotta find it now.
People
And don't you need sunlight to live?
building oh
Yeah.
yeah. Or you could take vitamin D.
Oh, I know you can take vitamin D.
Name of your sex tape.
There's a new show on Hulu that's got Sterling Brown in it. What's it called? Paradise? Yeah, I think it's called Paradise.
I be hearing people talk about this show. It's good.
It's a whole fucking city underground with president and all, like a whole nation underground.
That what it's about?
Yep.
I don't know why I thought.
But
it was about
they were above ground, and then the end of the world happens, and tens of thousands of 20s of thousands of people, they go underground and start living underground.
I wonder how many people can fit in the president's bunker.
Probably a couple
Don't
hundred.
matter.
Maybe.
They're not
Probably
gonna.
a couple hundred.
It ain't gonna be like. But think about it. If it can only hold 200 people, but they 3,000 people that work at the White House that know about that 200 people bunker, and then the end of the world coming, don't you think those other 2,800 people are gonna be fighting
Yeah, they're gonna
to
be
get
fighting.
down
They're
there?
gonna be fighting like fuck the president.
Yeah.
Be like fuck you.
Yeah.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, bro.
So how's that gonna work?
That's how you find out who really loyal to you. When
Yeah,
shit go
20.
wrong.
What should it matter then? But you had diehard motherfuckers like that. I don't get it. The end of the world coming. Yo, Mr. President, you take my seat. There's only one seat left, Mr. President. Here you go. You take it. I'll stay here and die for my country.
Yeah.
Y'all been go ahead.
You probably got some people that really do it though for like, man, we gonna die for the president.
Y'all must not been watching. They got an asteroid that's headed for Earth. That's supposed to hit
It's supposed to be about what, 2030 or something?
2032.
2032.
And
They
they got
diverted.
they got the exact date.
They are diverted. I watch shit like that. Oh, what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming close to the Earth in 2029. It's coming close to the Earth. 2029.
Hey, you think if they really thought that and didn't think there was no way it could be averted, they'd fucking kill Neil deGrasse Tyson, shut him up. Because if all presidents, country leaders, prime ministers, if they all got on TV right now and said, well, prepare yourselves, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die December the 3rd, 2032. Prepare yourself. We start freaking out right now. Like right now. People will be rioting.
What if there was a real announcement?
People will be rioting right now.
What if there was a real deal announcement they just popped up on TV? Like when the TV just buzzed out and the little red line goes all over the TV.
Stunned, and just sit here.
This is
And
a public
continue
service announcement.
Mm-hmm.
to do what I'm doing.
I probably do something like, oh, word, we gonna die. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, let me just quit my job. Just do shit. Just do shit, bro.
What does it matter?
Just do shit now. Since I know I'm done, just do shit.
The asteroid's coming in 2032. Nothing I do now matters.
I'll just do all I can before I die. Let me go ahead and just do everything I ever want to do. Fuck it.
You know, I thought about, I was watching some movie the other day that made me even think about it. I think I was watching Cabin Fever 2. They be a lot of video, end of the world movies, and right before the world in the end, it be showing two people grab one another like, I don't want to die a virgin. You know, I want to die a virgin. Let's fuck right here, right now.
Only Nick.
Nah, they put it in the movies. What, you only a Nick for only holiday?
Might as well do it, man.
Okay. But this is what I don't get about it. If you've been saving yourself to try to get into heaven or this, that, and the third, why are you going to wait till right before you die?
Right. I know, right? That's a very good point.
You made it that far.
That's a good point. That's a very good
to
point.
try to get into heaven by saving your virginity. But then,
Right
right
before
when
you
know
die,
you're
you
gonna die, then you decide you don't want to die virgin.
You ain't even got time to ask for forgiveness.
Nope. That makes no sense.
That's a real
I'm
good
just
point.
gonna be laying up doing the nasty to the motherfucker.
I was like, some movies where the plane was about to crash, and they started going in the bathroom of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, why go in the bathroom?
Oh, yeah. I would do it right there in the aisle, but you know, you got some people that wouldn't.
Man, you ever think about when you die, how it's gonna be?
I'm finna stop talking about that right now.
No, I mean like,
Is it gonna be painful? That's what I think about.
now I'm thinking like, not how I say God gonna judge you. Do you really think it's gonna be like a big courtroom in heaven where everybody's got to go in there one by one?
I don't know.
I be thinking about that. It's like, just think about you in a courtroom and your prosecutor knows everything about you.
Did your mom ever have like some animated Bible series on VHS?
I do remember having a couple of animated.
Like
I
cartoons.
did have those.
Like Moses cartoons.
I did have
yeah,
those.
me too.
I did
and
have those.
I had one in particular where when you die, you go up to the heaven's gates and there's somebody there with a book and telling you whether your name's on the book or not.
Yeah. I thought about this the other day, Fred, like just a big courtroom where everybody's in the courtroom. And one by one, you got to just sit in the stand. And God just finna ask you a question about decisions you made in your life. The angels are sitting in the jury thing. And you just get asked a question. But it's like, God knows everything about you. And you know how, like, when you in the courtroom.
Mr. Gale. On December the 3rd,
Yeah, exactly.
2013, this homeless man asked you for $5.
Mm-hmm.
You had 10 $5 bills in your pocket that was $50, and he just asked you for one of them, and you wouldn't give it to him.
And I was talking about how, you know how before you, like in the real court case, you got your team that sit down, they gonna prep you, they gonna tell you, when this person asks this question, you need to answer like this. Now they try to prep you for use these words so the jury's gonna appeal to the jury so they'll think you against.
Yeah.
But I was like, God's the prosecutor, he knows everything about you. So you can't even prepare yourself because it's like, all right, that's wild, bro. I don't know why I thought about that. It's just a wild thing, though, man.
My favorite Bible series cartoon was the Samson one. When he pushed,
I like that one too.
When he, you know,
Yeah, I remember watching
after
that on
she
TV.
cut his hair out, Samson and Delilah.
I like that one too.
Bro, I remember watching the one when Jesus dies. It was a cartoon and like they didn't show the nails getting nailed into his hand, but they show his expression. I was like, man, this is kind
And
of,
then sweat and blood dripping down his face. Yeah.
like this kind of bad for a cartoon. Why are they showing this? Like,
I don't know, but
this is too much.
watching the Passion of Christ,
I ain't never watched that whole movie, bro.
It's
I can't
not
watch
in
that.
English. That's one of the
I
reasons I don't
did.
even watch it.
I can't watch that
It's
whole
not in
movie, bro.
English.
I cried
I'm sure. I just.
If it was in English, I would have watched it.
I'm
hard.
sure it's the English version of it.
But the words ain't gonna match their mouth.
Yeah.
That throws me off too.
I remember when they first started beating him. He was on a rock, and they took the little chain. I'm like, I can't watch this, bro.
Yep. That
That's
shit was brutal.
brutal. I can't watch that. And it probably get worse after that. I ain't never watched it past that part. I can't watch this, bro. I can't do that.
They said lightning struck out there the day they was filming that. Mel Gibson said.
And then they said the real life thing was probably worse than that. Like,
Yeah.
Like, this fucked up to put a man through that, bro. I don't care what he did. You put a man through all that? I'm cool. I can't watch that movie. I don't think I ever watched that movie all the way through. Can't do it. What the hell was that?
Flush.
You
That
got a ghost in
plant.
your house, bro?
That plant.
That's upstairs.
You worked at this plant so long, you're a plant. Look at your goddamn boots. For Christ's sakes, they're starting to grow roots.
Yeah, man, it's been real.
You ever watch Swan Song? You think shit like that happens in real life?
Swan Song.
Yeah.
I
With
know.
Mahershala Ali?
I never watched that. What's it about?
These terminal people, like when they know they finna die, they go to the scientists and they clones them. That way, their family ain't gotta go on without them. They could be living with their clone,
That sounds like
but they
a wild
never know
movie.
no different.
That sounds like an interesting movie. It's wild.
I think shit like that probably happened.
Oh, they always talking about now. They always cloning stuff.
Jamie Foxx,
What dude
how his
say?
head wasn't as big, how he didn't have these moles and shit like that.
I know that, but when I first saw, I'm like, this nigga do look different, bro.
Yep.
He don't look like him, bro. That don't look like Jamie Foxx for real.
He was
When
skinny
he
as
first
hell.
came out, bro, like that nigga, that ain't Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
I saw a clip. Don't know if it's real or not. You know, with AI, they can make videos, anything. Jack Black said, if like sometimes Hollywood, if you don't do what they want you to do, like if you don't take this part in this movie, they'll kill you and make a clone of you and put that clone in that movie.
You know how full of the world is, but all they could be happening for real right in our face. We'd be like, oh, word. Like, you wouldn't know it for real, bro.
Yeah,
What's that?
this world like
It's
that.
a quote from a movie that the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist. I feel like we're
Yep.
living in there right now, bro. Like, the world is just, it's like like everything is produced, bro.
Because check this out. What is, you know, there's a rating of movies, G through R, right?
Mm-hmm.
What rating you think generates the most money?
Rated R.
I say PG-13.
G.
G, really?
G.
Cartoons.
And only from January 1st to December 31st, out of the 100% of movies that comes out, only 30% of those movies are G-rated. So if 30% of G-rated movies make more than 70% of all other ratings combined, why don't they make more G-rated movies? Because they want to fill your mind with all that other shit that comes with the rated R shit.
Well, I've heard that before about conspiracies about certain movies they make is it's a plan.
It controls your mind, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard there was, I think Candace Owens was talking about that. Was it Candace Owens? It was somebody I
You
was
don't-
talking about that.
If you don't, you're crazy if you don't think that they dictate everything that they doing in like these fast food commercials. They even go so far as to what colors make you more hungrier. You know, let's put
yeah.
more red in this commercial because red seems to make people more hungry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's wild that they go that far.
Yeah. It's like,
Because you could just eat 2 plates full and then see a commercial for a Whopper, and you, even though you're full to the tick, full as a tick, you'll want a Whopper right then and there.
It's marketing.
yeah. Marketing is powerful, bro.
That's what we just got through talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Why they charge more?
Yeah, that's why they say like commercials are so short, because it's just hurry up and grab your attention real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. No, when you deep dive into how things work in this world, it's kind of scary
It is.
when you really think about it. When you
How-
deep dive it all,
How the mind can be persuaded.
it's easy too.
Scary, man. It's
Like-
scary that they take the time.
Yeah, like why do you take? Well, I guess when you making the money and getting the power that they getting this, I don't know. It's just weird, bro. We some evil motherfuckers, bro.
It's fucked up.
Like niggas out there really playing and sitting down and like playing all this stuff out, man.
When you hungry, you gonna find something to eat.
Like that's a smart person. The dude who plans all that nigga is a genius, bro. That's a scary type of intelligence to have.
Yep.
When you sit back and you just can know how people gonna react to certain stuff. That
It's been studied over the years. Humans have been studied.
yeah, but who was the first
But if
one who
there's
decided
humans
to
studying humans,
do
yeah,
that?
it's crazy.
Now you going through that much, you got that much time in your hand to just study human behavior to that extent.
And we can end